Oh, morning. I gotta get this truck out. We got the red Freightliner, that red and white truck you see me working on. I gotta get that in here. We've got an issue with the EGR and the turbo. So what I'm thinking it is, and I'm hoping it's not, there's two items, two little control valves that's bolted to the block called VPods. I'm hoping those aren't the issue. That truck just had a bunch of motor work done to it. I'm hoping it's just a wire. I'm not gonna know till I dig into it. So why don't I get this out and get that other truck in. All right, I'm gonna step outside for a second here. I'm gonna bring you in. I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at it. What are called VPods. I gotta try to see if I can't test them, see if they both of them have failed. If it is, it's kind of strange. The VPods run are the turbo and the EGR valve on this motor. It's a 14-liter Detroit. And I'm not liking what I'm hearing. You hearing that? Right there. What's going on here? What's the turbo? That is the VGT. That's what controls the vanes on the turbo performance. Look up a few things, and something's not quite right there, as you just seen. It's not supposed to be fluttering like that. It's supposed to be a gradual movement. So let's go see if I can look up, how to test them, and then go from there. Okay, I know it's hard to hear me, but I've got the code reader. I'll go over the codes that I just found on this. Let's see here, come on. All right, let's go. This coolant level, I'm not worried about the coolant level. Turbocharger compressor inlet temperature, voltage below normal or shorted. So that sounds like electrical to me. Compressor inlet temperature again. PWM voltage below normal, so I'm gonna look that one up here in a few minutes. Exhaust, this is the EGR valve. System not responding properly. VGT, they call it VNT, turbo. Again, that sounds like a VPod issue. Same with the turbo. Outlet temperature, special instructions. I think that's because he was driving it back Since I've cleared the codes, I can hear the turbo spooling like it's supposed to. I went through once and cleared the codes and then started it up. Because now I can hear the turbo. I couldn't hear it when I backed it in the shop, and you'll see what I'm talking about if you go back and listen to the video when I backed this truck in. Granted, the backup alarm is going to be noisy and annoying, but you cannot hear the turbo. But now you can hear the turbo. So it's got me baffled right now, and I'm thinking it's the VPods. So I'm gonna have to go look up some more on those and look up pricing on them. I chased one on my Freightliner, about 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, I can hear the turbo spooling down now. I changed one on my Freightliner, my road tractor I had when I had my own truck and trailer. Oh, what was the price tag on that? I don't know. I think it was like, they were like $600 a piece or something like that. I don't know. But it's giving me a code for both, and I'm hoping it's just an electrical issue, because he had the head on the motor was redone. I'm just hoping maybe it's a pinched wire or a chafed wire or something like that. It'd be something stupid. But I'm gonna go look up prices of VPods. I'll get back to you. I'll take off, go check it. I come back, start the truck. It's back at it again. I think that's a bad VPod. I don't think it's the EGR VPod. I think it's the turbo. And if it is, it's $400. What I was thinking is probably when I did mine, I probably did both. Is why the price tag of $600 comes to mind. But now, let me check something. Turn the key on. Go back. Erase the codes. You just saw it doing it. Actually, let me start it again. Okay, yeah. See, now you don't hear the turbo right now, do you? I don't. All I hear is that the vanes in the turbo, that actuator. I'm gonna, okay, off, on, erase codes. Yes. Enter. It says we got 3 codes right now. Turbocharger, compressor, inlet temperature, and the thing's not running. PWM voltage, that's 158. We've already had that since started. Relative humidity. All right, now let's start it and see if I hear the turbo. Now let's start it. I hear the turbo now. Can you? We'll go over to the turbo, you'll see that actuator is just steady where it should be. Now let's go read the codes again, see if it's giving me one for the turbo. If it is, I'm going to say it's the VPod for the turbo. What I can do is swap the turbo and the EGR VPod. Swap them around, see if it goes from the turbo to the EGR valve. But let's go with read codes. All codes. Okay, still same 3 codes. Compressor inlet temperature, PWM, and relative humidity. So, I think that's a VPod on the turbo side. That's exactly what I think it is. I'm gonna look at it some more, I just wanted to check something. Now I'm gonna shut it off. See, now the turbo, you can hear it's winding down. Now I hear it, I don't know. Okay. I've come down to the conclusion, I do believe it is that VPod. All the places I've called that would have, that I know would probably have the part, are closed. So, being a Saturday, that kind of puts us, well, not us, not me, puts the owner in a little bit of a pickle, bind. Because the only way to get it is during the week. And that's even if they have it. I tried calling what they call New England Detroit, or Power Products they call it. They're closed. The only place that's open is in Massachusetts, and I'm not gonna be able to make it down there and back before, again, I've got something, I gotta take my daughter to a AmVets dinner tonight they're presenting the colors again, like they did last night at the high school for their graduation. They're doing the same thing for the AmVets dinner tonight, and the AmVets, actually American veterans, invited the kids to stay that come down with the ROTC. So I gotta take them down. They actually extended an invite out to me, so I might take them up on that. But they're gonna be in Portland like 5 o'clock tonight. So that means I gotta get done here by 3, go home, take a shower and all that, and then get them down there. I still gotta go pick up another one of the cadets, is what they call them. But yeah, the only place I would have one would be in Massachusetts, and there's no way. You're talking 2.5 hours one way, so you're talking 5 hours. It's 9 o'clock right now. Can I make it down to back? No, 9:30. Can I make it down and back? Yeah, but I ain't got time to do it. So, what to do? I know we got a pickup coming in here pretty soon to do brakes, so we'll do that. But I'm at a standstill right now with this. I could pull it off, but the truck would be stuck here. I'm not gonna do that on him unless he wants me to. I'm still waiting for him to show up. I've been here a couple hours without him. Update on everything we've done today so far. Come down to, it is the VPod on the truck. I swapped them out. I didn't record just because trying to get everything taken care of. VPod on that truck for the turbo is bad. Got that. Owner brought his nephew's pickup in. We did all 4 brakes and rotors on that. And I did the hub. Locking hubs on this truck were basically seized up into the lock position, so yeah, granted it's 4-wheel drive, turn it off. It's not engaged, but with the hub still in lock, it's still turning all that metal inside and oil and everything else in the front axle. So I wound up changing the hubs. Right here, I'll show you. The manual locking hubs. That right there. It turns nice and freely now. There's that one there. And this one here, nice and free. All right, stop fighting. There we go. So now it's not turning all that iron in the front axle. Maybe help improve the fuel mileage. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's getting anywhere between 17 to 20 miles to the gallon for a diesel isn't bad. I've seen better, I've seen worse. But now we're doing some more nitpicking. The owner took his nephew's pickup back to the house, dropped that off. He's coming back with his Honda Pilot, and we're gonna do rear brakes on that. So yeah, it's around and around and around and around in circles. Peekaboo. Brake job again. Owner's wife's Honda Pilot. This turned into a little bit of a nightmare because we wound up breaking a couple things. Not intentionally. 2014 Honda Pilot. Slide pins for the brakes seized up in the bracket, and in the process of trying to free it up, broke it. So you can't, well, you can, but just decided to say hell with it while we were tearing it apart. Just put new ones on. So that's what I'm doing for a little while. I gotta get what I can get done right now, because the owner and his brother have taken the truck about a half an hour away to go drop it off, have somebody else, they're gonna have somebody else do that VPod for the turbo. So that's one less thing I've got to worry about, but it's just another expense on the owner. And I was trying to save that expense, but that's one expense I couldn't save him on because I can't do it. I can do it. It's just I've got to let him make his own executive decisions on stuff. Yeah, I'll show you in a second here. Well, I'm late as normal. I didn't realize it. I wasn't paying attention, but I got the caliper and everything back on that other side. It's all assembled. I was getting... Hey, how was that ride? I just grabbed you as you fell to the ground. I got that side. I was getting ready to start bleeding, and I happened to notice, get a text message from a friend of mine going, hey, what are you doing? I look at the time, I'm like, oh no. So I'm gonna shut the lights off. I'm gonna call the owner, let him know how far I got so he can go from there. But please like, share, subscribe, comment, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.